Greetings, all you out there in Facebook and YouTube land. Once again, this is Tricia Wolfe, author of A Heart Torn, A Soul Mended. It's Sunday afternoon, and unlike the usual author interviews, we are going to interview the reader. Today's reader is Maggie Whitbrick. This is Maggie. Maggie is the first person who bought my book. I'm so honored to be here with Maggie Whitbrick. Maggie, I know you're not a bereaved mother or a bereaved parent of any sort. So why did you buy my book?
Because you threatened me. No, she didn't. She would never do that. Well, basically, you and me have a good past. Tricia has been my physical therapist from when I was really small and a lot more hyper, if that's even possible. And we reconnected with each other through Facebook, and I saw that she was writing a book, so I had to totally grab that up. And I read it cover to cover. It's a short book, but it's a short and sweet book, and I really enjoyed it.
Wow. Yes, we do have a past. We have a history. So you explained the relationship that we had, and Maggie suggested that we reconnected on Facebook. I would like to suggest that it kind of happened a little differently. She stalked me.
I stalked you politely.
I'm just teasing. But it was awesome, and I was so honored that you wanted to reconnect with me and that you wanted to read my book. What did you like about it?
I think the one thing that I liked about the book was that basically the book, whether or not you've lost a child or not, you can really connect with the book, especially, as a woman, because a lot of times people go through a lot of traumatic events, and the book basically shows how you went through a traumatic event, and basically a lot of people wouldn't be able to uprise from all the trauma of losing a child, but not only did you rise above all the trauma, but you basically were reborn. And basically the book, from my interpretation of it, made it as if your son guiding you the whole way to basically say to be yourself and be free. And what a liberal thing to read, especially regardless of whether you're a parent, regardless of what trauma you've been through. What a liberating thing, as a woman to read. It's absolutely wonderful.
Well, I have my first book purchaser here, my first reader, and my biggest fan, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. I'm so excited to reconnect with Maggie. This is one of the delightful parts for me of being an author. Oh, hey, Maggie, is there anything you don't like about the book?
Oh man, you're really putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, I am.
Maybe I should have a sip of coffee.
This was unrehearsed. This is an unrehearsed interview.
That's the first column. I think obviously the hard part about the book was basically reading about the pain that you've gone through, because the interesting thing is on the cover it actually says that Tricia seems like she had the perfect life, and as her patient when I was a child, I did spend some time with her. We went to the farm, the museum, and I really did see this person who had this absolutely amazing, perfect life. So to actually reread the book and kind of see her life with all those problems, that was the hard part is reading through all that pain. Because the way that you do write the book, it is kind of like you're sitting next to me and telling me that story. And that's another, great thing about the book, is it kind of grabs you because it feels like the author's right there. So to kind of read about, the trauma that you went through with your son and, with your family, that was really hard, especially when you care about somebody and you're reading that book. So, that's what made the book. That was the challenge. So that was probably the part that I didn't like, was having to see the pain that you went through.
Oh, you're such a sweetheart. I think we should end with a hug.
Uh-huh.
All right.